Jamuna Tira Vanachari. Bolo. Jamuna Tira Vanachari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Jasodanandana Brajajana Ranjana. Jamuna Tira Vanachari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Gaur Premanande, Jai Vishwabhat Paramahamsa, His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta, Swami Śrīmad Bhāgavatam ki Jai, Śrīmad Prabhupada ki Jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki Jai, Granthara Śrīmad Bhāgavatam ki Jai, Nitai Gaur Premanande, all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees, glories to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga, all glories to Śrīla Prabhupada. Krishna. Hare Krishna. Reading from Śrīmad Bhāgavatam, Canto A, Chapter 12, Text 39. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Okay. Konu me titaren mayam Vishaktastvad rite puman. Vishaktastvadrite puman. Tamstan visrijatim bhavan. Tamstan visrijatim bhavan. Dustaram akritatmabhi. Dustaram akritatmabhi. Ko anume titaren mayam. Vishaktastvadharite puman. Tamstan vishajitim bhavan. Dustaram akritatmabhi. ladies. Okay. Kaha, what? Anu, indeed. Me, my. Atitaret, can surpass. Mayam, illusory energy. Vishaktaha, attached to material sense enjoyment. Tat arte, except for you. Puman, persons. Tan, such conditions. Tan, unto the material attached persons. Visarjatim, in surpassing. Bhavan, reactions of material activities. Dustaram, very difficult to surmount. Akrita atmabhi, by persons unable to control their senses. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada ki jai. My dear Lord Shamba, who within this material world, but you can surpass my illusory energy. People are generally attached to sense enjoyment and conquered by its influence. Indeed, the influence of material nature is very difficult for them to surmount. Purport of the three chief demigods, Brahma, Vishnu and Maheshwar, all but Vishnu are under the influence of Maya. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, they are described as Maya, which means under Maya's influence. But even though Lord Shiva associates with Maya, he is not influenced. The living entities are affected by Maya. But although Lord Shiva appeared associated with Maya, he is not affected. In other words, all living entities within this material world, except for Lord Shiva, are swayed by Maya. Lord Shiva is therefore neither Vishnu Tattva nor Jiva Tattva. He is between the two. This is the glories of Lord Shiva. Yes, generally speaking, all the people of the world, jivas, the living entities, were influenced by Maya. Maya is Krishna's external energy, potency, Maya Shakti, which we are influenced by. So, unless one is pure devotee of Krishna, they are not influenced like Lord Shiva. Even though Lord Shiva is controlling Maya, is associated with Maya, Prabhupada said in the purport, he is not influenced by it. That's very important to understand, for us to understand, because we are beginning devotees. We are swayed by Maya all the time. Even though we are devotees of Krishna, we are in the temple, associating, we have the holy name, still, because we are not on that level of pure devotees, Suddha Satta, pure devotees, we can, according to Prabhupada here, we could be swayed by the material energy. Because material energy is very powerful. It is difficult for us to practice Krishna consciousness every day and develop the taste for chanting, develop to associate with devotees, to be Krishna conscious. It's a struggle for us every day. isn't it? Even for us to come to the temple, sit here, listen about Krishna, it's very difficult. Because one thing, our mind, that we have to deal with. Our senses we have to deal with. Our senses is overcoming. We are overcome by our senses. And among the senses, the mind is the sitting place of the senses. No one can say, I have overcome my mind. I am controlling my mind. We are overcome by mind's influence, by senses' influence, by Maya's influence. This is why we have Krishna consciousness. This is why we are emphasizing chanting Hare Krishna, associating with devotees. Lord Shiva, he is not ordinary demigod. Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwar. Shiva is Vaishnavanam Jatha Sambhu. He is greatest Vaishnava. He is not ordinary demigod, devata. He is almost as good as Krishna. Lord Shiva, he wanted to enter the pastimes of Vrindavan, Krishna Lila in Vrindavan. He took the form of a gopi. Because pastimes of Krishna with the gopis, Krishna Lila is the highest. Even Lord Shiva is very attracted. And he wanted to enter. It's mentioned. And of course, the gopis are not ordinary. They could detect him. This guy is demigod. So they stopped him. They knew he was just imitating the gopi, wearing a sari, took the form. They said, you're not one of us. They stopped him. So they said, you can be the guard at the gate of Vrindavan. Gopeshwara, Chokidar, at the gate of Vrindavan, guard Vrindavan. So if you go to Vrindavan, they have Lord Shiva as a Gopeshwara. He took the form of a gopi. So to be very careful how claiming ourselves to be Vaishnava, devotee, because we are not that level of Lord Shiva or Prabhupada or any great Vaishnava. We are trying to be Vaishnava. We don't say, I have become. We have to say, I am trying to be. That's the mood of a real devotee. Humility. Trinar api sunechena. We have to be humble in front of Krishna, in front of the devotees, in front of our spiritual master. That's the attitude of a Vaishnava or a Vaishnavi. Of course, at the same time, we also be enthusiastic to perform service. Because Maya is so strong, Japatiya Hare can grab us, influence the Maya. Even when we are chanting Hare Krishna, our mind is wandering off to so many places. And that's why Krishna says, you have to bring the mind back. Like a ring of a horse. Sometimes you see people, they're walking on the street, they have so many dogs. They have a rope, so they don't go here and there, sniffing around. So our mind is like that, like the dogs or the horse or animals. They're always sniffing, going here and there, looking for other objects of sense enjoyment. So we have to bring the mind back. Even right now we're sitting in the temple. Our mind can be wandering off. It's not that we are always in the temple all day. We have to go here and there. So wherever we are, we have to fix our consciousness at Krishna. Just now on the way I saw pathology, the doctor's place. Big line of people. They all have their blood test, urine test, right? But they don't have a doctor to test your consciousness. How well you chant Hare Krishna, Are you controlling your mind? Are you giving up the enjoyment, indriya tripti, sense enjoyment? Are you developing love for Krishna? They don't have such doctors. Only Vaishnava can check that. And that's why you have to hear Bhagavad Gita. You have to hear Bhagavatam. Topics of Krishna, Krishna Lila, Krishna Katha. The way to curve the senses, the mind, is fill the senses with Krishna consciousness. Chanting Hare Krishna, dancing in front of Krishna, clapping the hands in the air. You see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, hands in the air. I am yours, Krishna. I surrender to you. Why hands in the air? What does it mean? I am yours. Shishyaste ham sadimam tvam prapannam. Arjuna said to Krishna, I'm your disciple. Soul, surrender to you. Please instruct me. We are always instructing you. Bhagavad Gita class is there every day. Bhagavatam class every day. Are we actually listening to it? Sometimes we listen from one ear and goes out the other ear. We're not observing the philosophy. Prabhupada said to observe the philosophy is to sink in our heart and act by it. Not simply just doing it out of a fashion because I have to do it. You have to learn to develop the taste for holy name. Then we can overcome the mind and the senses. Even the mind of a rishi, a great sage, who seemingly have control over their senses, but in front of Maya, they're influenced by it because of the strength of Maya Shakti. That's why I said before, you have to be searching for Krishna. How to search for Krishna? That comes from your enthusiasm. Utsaha nishayat daryat. Dharya. Be patient. You have to be enthusiastic. You have to be confident. These characters you have to develop it. It's not a matter of we practice. We practice, but at the same time, we are eager to practice it and develop it sincerely. You have to be sincere in the heart. It's not you do one day. If you want a plant to grow nicely, and you want fruit from a plant, a tree, it will grow into a big tree and it will be fruit. You can't expect that small plant to give fruit instantly. Every day you have to water the root of the plant. And then gradually the tree will come bigger and bigger, and one day it will give flower and fruits. So the result of a tree is our hard work. And that requires every day. Every day you got to water the root of a tree. Every day. It means you have to be steady in your service. Not today, tomorrow. I cook every day for Radha Balva in the temple. Suppose one day I say, I don't want to cook. No one will get food. Annat bhavanti bhutani parjannat anna sambhava. Jaggat bhavati parjanya jagga karma samudbhava. Krishna says all living entities subsist on food grains. And food grains are grown by jaggat bhavanti, by yajna performance. If there is no rain, nothing will grow. So jaggat bhavati parjanya jagga karma samudbhava. You have to perform your duty. The duty is yajna, chanting of the holy name, sense control, developing taste for chanting. And that requires a regular practice. You can't say, oh, I didn't finish my rounds, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll complete it tomorrow. I finish the rest tomorrow. But we are always on time for prasadam. Isn't it? hook or crook, we make sure we get our food. We make sure we have clothing to wear. We make sure we sleep, find time to sleep. I haven't seen many people sleeping under the tree. Everybody wants a home, a nice place to sleep. We take care very much ourselves, very well. We make sure we have a jacket in winter, a bed to sleep comfortably. We complain if food is not good enough. And go home and cook because it's not good enough here. We make sure that we are fine. So similarly, you have to make at the same time, effort to be Krishna conscious. You have to make sure, make an effort to chant your japa nicely. Quality japa. Just like you choose to eat good food. Something is not good, you won't eat. So similarly, you are expected to chant good japa, holy name of Krishna. Quality japa. Sense control doesn't come easy. First of all, you have to develop the taste for chanting Hare Krishna. You have to develop the taste to associate with the devotees favorably, not criticizing devotees, but lovingly. Like a mother loves the child, we have to have the same love for each other, our company of devotees. Just like watering the root of a tree. Gradually it will grow into a big tree and there will be fruits. The result of a good tree is in its fruit, isn't it? A good fruit you can judge by the quality of a tree and how well you grew that tree, the person. So our creeper of devotion depends on how well we are practicing. Are we practicing nicely? Are we developing taste for chanting? It's not a matter of give a class and we are really good at it. Anyone can study these books professionally and give a talk. But after they finish, they light a cigarette. It has to come from your commitment. You have to lifestyle, you change your heart, you have to change your lifestyle. You have to devote your life to Krishna. You have to become Krishna Bhakta. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he used to cry when he was chanting Hare Krishna, tears in his eyes. The Goswamis of Vrindavan, they were so attached to Krishna. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's, nothing can stop them from chanting Hare Krishna. They had so much love for Krishna. They were not even thinking of eating. They were to forget, because they are so observant in chanting, they forget to eat. That's Raghunath Goswami, Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami. These are not ordinary devotees, they are Krishna's associate. Why did they come down here? They came to teach us. Acharya means one who teaches by the example. It's not easy. You can just chant Hare Krishna and you will get everything. It is easy, but we have to surrender. Sarva dharman parityaja. Krishna says you have to surrender to me, giving up all anya vilasita sunyam gana karma dhanabhitam. You have to free from all the desires, anya, so many desires that we have. So Lord Shiva here, Vaishnavanam Jata Sambhu, he's the greatest Vaishnava. They even have a book, Shiva Tattva. So even though he was, he is the creator or the manager of the modes of nature. So sometimes they influence. But Prabhupada in the purpose says, even though he was associated with illusory energy, he is free from it. He said that in the purport here. So unless you are pure, Sutta Satta, you are in the pure goodness, Rajaguna, Tamaguna, Sattaguna, you are on the platform of goodness. And higher than the goodness, your pure goodness, Suddha Satta, so pure that you're not touched by all this Maya energy. Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, like a lotus leaf, it's in the water, but at the same time, it's not touched by it. The water will slide off. Similarly, we as devotees, we have to be in that level. It is not so that, boom, I'm being a devotee for 50 years. Lifetime of practice it takes to develop that pure love for Krishna. So now we were practicing whole life and still attached to Maya. Because Brahmanda Vanamete Kono Bhagyavan Jeev Guru Krishna Prasad. We have been in the different bodies in lifetime, different forms of life, different planets, millions and millions of lifetime. So the mind is still bringing those memories from past life. That's why the strength to curb the senses, the strength to control the mind, the strength to overcome the senses. Time and time, Rupa Goswami said, is your enthusiasm. Just like when you're sitting here a half an hour, 1 hour. It's not easy. You start to move around. It's difficult to pay attention. But because we're trying, that endeavor, that effort you put in is what Krishna appreciates. And Krishna will bless us. And this month is Kartik month, and we offer candles to Krishna, to Radharani. It's a very special time of the year. You come in the mandir, you do a little bit of service to Krishna. It goes a very long way. Lord will appreciate your effort. Salpa mapesa dharmasya trayate mahodo vayat. Krishna says, a little bit of service to me, done. Trayate mahoto vayat. The greatest fear is Krishna will protect us from that greatest fear. And that fear is that we'll be influenced by Maya. It's like it says here. We'll forget Krishna. We'll take birth again in the material world. Maybe not a human form, maybe as animals. We'll forget Krishna. For us as devotees, the greatest fear is that we forget Krishna. That's why it's very important to go deeper in Krishna consciousness. Just like I was saying the other day, there's so many fish there on the surface of the water. And the eagles, they can catch them easily. But the big fish, they stay deep down. They don't come up on the surface. So devotees have to be deep down in Krishna consciousness. So Maya is not easy for it, because they're deep. Observe in Krishna consciousness. Maya is Krishna's energy. Krishna will instruct Maya to leave him alone, those devotees. It's mentioned like that. It's not that we are doing in the temple nice chanting and everything. Throughout the day, we are not always in the temple. So your heart, your consciousness is where you're living in, wherever you go. Grehe tako bane tako, wherever you are. You have to purify the consciousness wherever we are in the spirit soul, that purify the soul. Make this sitting place where the soul's in the heart, consciousness wherever we are. So this is a temple where we come to get purified, where we come to charge our Krishna consciousness. But throughout the day we have to be Krishna conscious. We have to be very strong with ourselves, that we don't become attracted to Krishna's material energy. You see the horse. You know the horse, they have to put a thing here, a covering on the side of the eyes, so they can focus looking only straight forward, not sideways. So you have to be focused. Don't look here and there. Do your duty, do Krishna consciousness. Don't get too riled up with other things. Stay focused in what you're meant to do. Even here in the temple, even here in our in ashram, in a place of Krishna consciousness, our mind can drag us out from such devotional place. That's why that horse thing, stay focused. Don't be distracted from chanting Hare Krishna. Don't be distracted to sense enjoyment. This is the very reason we are in the material world, because we want to enjoy our senses in different forms of life, like eating sabji, different cups, golden cup, clay cup, silver cup. Same enjoyment in different forms of body. And the pig body, cat body, dog body. Same enjoyment. Eating, sleeping, mating, defending. Sense enjoyment is not pleasure there. For example, family life. I won't get into so much detail. People can hardly wait to get married. They're jumping into it. The best time of marriage, you all know, is before your marriage. Conjugal. Once you have a kid, so much responsibility, so much. Till you die, you're still thinking, oh, my son, my daughter. And they left your home, they're already married. You're still thinking, oh, are they okay? The anxiety never goes. So much work you have to do. And you live a brahmacharya, no anxiety. Just come temple, chant, everything is cared for. But still, people want that hardship. What do you get out of it? Single life, it's such a wonderful life. You can chant Hare Krishna every day. Nobody's stopping you. I go to the program, people's home, and I see everything, how it's going on. And one particular family, I go with them, they drop me. His wife said she needs an hour and a half to get ready. So makeup and stuff. And then I took a shower, less than 15 minutes I was ready with tilak even. She couldn't believe it. She said, wow, how fast you are. So I was trained in the Brahmacharya ashram. And here we have hot water. India, there's no hot water. Whole country is already hot. People want cold water, it's too hot there. I lived in Vrindavan, and the water is very cold in the winter. So if you want hot water, you have to get up early at night before everybody and heat up the water with the electric in the bucket. Now they may have a better system. And they have a hot water tap, but it never works. Right? So much work just to have some hot water. And then when you have hot water, you go, you're not thinking Krishna anymore. So when you have enjoyment, you forget Krishna. Cold water you do quickly and you get out, get dressed. Oh, Hare Krishna. In the suffering, we remember Krishna. So Kunti Devi said, please, oh Krishna, give me those calamities so I can remember you. Even miseries for a devotee, it's a reminder of Krishna. That's Krishna's devotee. They are so Krishna conscious, they can see everything through the channel of Krishna consciousness. They don't jump, they freak out. What's happening? They see, this is my karma. This Krishna wants me to go through this. It's not their fault, it's my fault. Let me purify myself. Let me accept the hardship. Krishna put me in this condition, so it to train me to be Krishna conscious. That's the attitude. Instead of pointing fingers at others. Why we're here? Like if you're in the prison, what are you doing there? In the prison. We're in the material world, there's a prison. If we are so pure, what are we doing here? So while we're here, we have to become so intense in Krishna consciousness, there's no room for Maya to enter. Like a glass of water is so clean, you can detect every little bit of dust in it, because it's so clean. So you have to be like that, the same way. So clean and pure, no room for dust to enter. Keep ourselves so Krishna conscious. Chant Hare Krishna, associate devotees. Take prasadam. It's so simple. Prabhupada said, Hare Krishna is so simple. He used to always say, what is the difficulty? But still we find fault. We find a difficulty. You have to think, there's always someone else is suffering more than you. You go to Africa, they have no food to eat. Daily they're thinking, what's next? Middle East, there's war going on, thousands of people dying. Ukraine, all those people, Russia. We're living a good life here. Isn't it? Someone else is always better, suffering more than you. You're in a better position. Think in that way. How merciful Krishna is. So it will be very strong. If you really want to love Krishna, you accept the hardship. If you want to really love your Guru Maharaj, they accept some difficulty on behalf of a Guru. And see, Lord Shiva, he is surrounded by wealth. He's Kailash. He has a planet to himself. Kailash is a heavenly planet. We have one room, one house, and a car. We think, wow, I'm so good. He has a planet, a whole planet. Like a whole Australia belongs to one person. But he lives under a tree, covered in ashes, chanting Hare Krishna mantra and he beads. What is it that he's not attached to? Because he has Krishna, he has mantra, holy name. He has developed the higher taste of chanting Krishna. You love Krishna more than anything. Nothing can attract him from that, distract him from that. Of course, he was running after here in the other previous verses. This is all Leela, to show that even greatest person can be victim of Maya. Krishna was using Lord Shiva, that we can, anyone in the top platform except Krishna, anyone can be victim of Maya. Showing he is using him. But actually Lord Shiva is great devotee of Krishna. If you have the whole planet yourself, and you just live under a tree covered in ashes, what's going to attract you? One Mataji, no way. Krishna is using him as an example, that except God, everyone can be a victim of Maya. But very quickly, he comes to his senses. If you fall down to Maya, you're chanting Hare Krishna, next thing you are going after Maya. It can happen. But then very quickly you wake up. Why am I making a mistake? You run back to the temple. Take the holy name again. Apichatsu duracharo, Krishna says. Even if one commits the greatest commits the sinful, greatest durachar, sinful person, he still can lift himself to a great devotee. Apichatsu duracharo, durachar. The Krishna is very merciful. You just have to be a little bit sincere. Please forgive me. Lord Shiva is Ashutosh, very easily pleased. That's why everybody runs to Shiva. Give me this, give me that. He gives. But he doesn't give love of God easily. He will also give if you go to him for that. But he himself is detached. He's giving to others, but he himself, he is aloof from all the enjoyment. He is immersed in the ecstasy of chanting Hare Krishna, of glorifying Krishna, being with Krishna consciousness, a spiritual atmosphere. He wants to enter the gopis in Vrindavan. He is stopped by the gopis. Then he is a chokidar, a guard in Vrindavan. He is very happy just to be there. Say, no, I want to be big time devotee. No, he's not. He's happy just to be a guard in the temple. Krishna sees devotee way behind. It doesn't have to be right in the front. Krishna knows everything. He sees the person behind trying to see him. Krishna will look at him instead of someone in the front of him. That's how I say it. So, we're so fortunate. If we want to be Krishna conscious, we can. If we want to be in Maya, we can easily. Maya is all around us. What do you call that verse? Maya andikar, jahanai taha. That verse. Krishna surya sama maya hai andikar, jaha Krishna taha nahi maya adhikar. Just like the shadow. Why there is shadow? Because it's very near, there is a sun. You can be in the sun or in the shadow. It's very near. You wish to be where you want to be. You want to be in the sun, then the shadow can't. If you're in the shadow, then you're not affected, you don't get the sun. So similarly, if you're Krishna conscious, it's there, the process is here. You can be. Prabhupada used to say, even a dog can chant Hare Krishna. Even a child can chant Hare Krishna. A dog. Sometimes the dog, they go, but they're actually chanting Hare Krishna around the temple. That's their language. Now is Diwali time. What does it mean? We go to the Diwali festival, right? And they do some Bollywood dance. It doesn't mean that. And then after they finish, and they talk about business, and then eat some gulab jamun, and all the Indian sweets they give each other. That's not. This is real Diwali here, because here we have Krishna. In fact, the festival Diwali is connected to Lord Ram. He is returning from Sri Lanka to Ayodhya. And they light up the city of his arrival with candles. It's Lord pastimes. But they're doing something else. Hey, and all this. Wearing all this dress, practically half, not clothes, not dressed properly, That's not Diwali. Diwali is here. Okay, that's good. I'm not saying wrong. At least they got that something better than nothing. So, if you want to be Krishna conscious, you have to be searching for it. It's there already. Bhagavatam is there. Śrīmad Bhāgavatam is there. The process is already here. So, similarly, if we want to be Maya, Maya is there. Calling you. But Krishna is also calling. We can go to Krishna or we can go to Maya, up to you. Krishna spoke the Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna. And at the end, he said, now you can take it or leave it. It's up to you. He's not forcing us. So, Srila Prabhupada, his mercy, the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, mercy of Radha Krishna, mercy of Ram, is all over us. We can embrace that mercy by being in it, by immersed in it, if we want. But if we want to be in Maya, that's also there. The material world is the place of that. Isn't it? It's like you come here, you can sit here, you hear about Krishna. You can take prasadam, or you can go to McDonald's, eat sinful food, not offered to Krishna, and meat and things. So the choice is yours. There's divine and demoniac. We can look up to the divine. We can look up to the light, or we can be in the dark. Jaha Krishna taha nahi Maya adhikar. If you're Krishna conscious, Maya doesn't have adhikar. Maya cannot control you. And we have to pray to Krishna to protect us, to keep us in his lotus feet, at his lotus feet, in his association of his devotees. We have to pray to him. No, I have got it all. I am very Krishna conscious. Don't tell me. That's not the attitude. We have to be in the mood of searching. We have to be humble. We have to be asking Krishna, praying to Krishna. The Goswamis of Vrindavan, they put stick in their mouth, the stick, they fall on the floor to show that their humility. They fall on the ground like a stick. You can hear the sound, boom. We had asked you to do that, it'll break your head. It's a marble floor. But literally, one of the great devotees, he is Gaur Krishnadas Babaji. He is the spiritual master of Prabhupada's spiritual master. He was a Babaji. He used to eat mud from the Ganga in a skull as a cup. How renounced he was. That is what required for you to be free from Maya. We are affected by Maya because we don't have that kind of detachment. We are attached to our body, we are attached to others' body. That's what keeps us in the material world. Just like men, that we see a beautiful women, we are attracted. Even somebody very old there's the story of Akbar. So Akbar's story, he took Birbal, he took Akbar to the hospital. And he's even a dying man. So Akbar brought his daughter with him. And he said, observe him, see what he does. So he looked at the young daughter. Even he was dying on the deathbed. Our mind is still attached to enjoyment. Even if we're going to die, even if you're old, mind is fresh. So that's why Krishna says, think of me, man mana bhava mad bhakta, become my devotee, worship me. But they're going out and showing the body and exposing themselves. So that's why you have to be careful who we associate with. Be strong with yourself. You really want to love Krishna, you want to Krishna's devotee, express it through your what kind of company you keep, who you associate with, who can inspire in spiritual life. Like that. To keep yourself in the fire of devotion, burning the fire. Samsara dava nanalila loka. We sing in the morning. The material world is samsara. Fire, material existence is burning. Lust, anger, greed. These things are burning in our heart. So Krishna consciousness is in the same verse it says, the fire of material existence, it'll be gone by the rain cloud, by the rain. Chanting Hare Krishna is like putting out that fire of material existence. Like Australia, they have the bushfire. Very dangerous. Big bushfire. They don't know how to control it. But the bigger than bushfire is burning in our heart. There's no water to control that. But the holy name can. You have to grab the lotus feet of Krishna, the holy name of Krishna, And Krishna from within will purify us, putting out that fire of material existence. Lust, anger, greed, all these things. But they're very, very difficult to control. But you can. There was a king. So the king told minister, go to the bazaar and buy me everything. Whatever there is, bit of everything. So, yeah, sure. So he went to the bazaar, he got everything. And there was one thing, the shopkeeper said, you can buy this, but don't open the can, because it's very dangerous. Don't open it. Yeah, sure. So he gave the king, he told the king, don't open this jar, don't. But the king was getting anxious. After some time, said, I want to check what's inside. He was curious. So they opened the can, and a big demon came out. And grabbed the king's neck. Give me something to do. Yeah, sure. Go to the kitchen, clean all the pot. Big kitchen, they have a lot of pot. And he cleaned all the pot very quickly and came, give me something to do. King was in big trouble because he was getting everything done so quickly. And he was ready to kill king. So he called the Hare Krishna devotee and sold him a book. This is our story. And we told him to chant Hare Krishna, one after the other. 1 round, 2 rounds, 64 rounds, take all day. Then he can control himself. So the process to control the mind is chant Hare Krishna. 24 hours. And there was a story of Haridas Thakur. There was Haridas Thakur, he was chanting, the king sent one prostitute to stop him from chanting. So Haridas Thakur told her, when I finish my japa, I'll attend to you. But that never happened. 1 night, 2 nights, 3 nights. 3rd night, the prostitute shaved her head and started chanting japa also. Got initiated by Haridas Thakur. So we have to be, these examples are there. We are attracted to material energy because we are going for it. But you have to drag the mind back, offer it to Krishna. Feet of Lord Krishna. Then we are saved. Okay. Hare Krishna. Any questions? Yes? Speaking. So, because people are listening online. Ask again.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. I mean to say, like the moment we'll go out of this temple, we have to deal with the materialistic world. We have to lie, we have to play some mind games to get things done. So we cannot rely on consciousness all over the time. So how do we just manage to devote ourselves completely to Krishna? Like we can't be brahmacharya.
I said that like a lotus leaf. It's in the water. A lotus leaf has a very special character. The water will slide off even though it's in the water. So similarly, Krishna explains also in Bhagavad Gita this example. And he gives the example of a turtle. You know, turtle, they're swimming. But they have a special legs they can bring inside and take it out. When they need to swim, they take the legs out. When they don't need, we can pull it back. It's conserving the energy. So similarly, Krishna says, we are working in the world, we have the family, doing so many things, but mind is on Krishna. We're not observed. So when you go out, as a devotee, we put this kind of clothes, go to work. Our workplace is not a temple. But you're not taking their association. In fact, you're giving them the association unknowingly. They don't know that. So we have to be so expert in Krishna consciousness, and even though we are in the material world, but we are not touched by it, like the lotus leaf and the kurma, the turtle. See, so so these places, the temple, is a place of learning. We come here, we learn how to be Krishna conscious, like charging the battery, and it will last all day. What I've heard in the class, how I chanted, associated, this will last all day. So to apply the knowledge when you're out there. Here we can show, but the real test is to, when we are associated in the material world, how we are going to be conducting our Krishna consciousness. So the principles is here already. Practice, you have to practice. Abhyasa yoga yuktena. The abhyas, it comes when your test comes. Not in the temple you can show in front of everybody, how great I am. But the test is when we are facing with it. Out there. Oh Maya, no time for you. Sorry. Like Haridas Thakur.
So we just need to do our karma and leave the outcomes to the Krishna.
Huh?
We just need to do karma and leave the outcomes to Krishna.
Karma means you work for Krishna. Just like family, ladies, they have families, men, women. You sit all day, Hare Krishna, it's good, but you still need to pay off your mortgage, you have to bring money, so many things are required. So, but your main concern, priority underneath is to chant Hare Krishna, is to love Krishna. You pray to Krishna, please forgive me, I have a family, I have to care for this, but please purify me, I want to serve you. But I'm doing as a duty, but my main priority in life is to actually serve you. So you can pray to Krishna, and Krishna knows. So this way is Krishna consciousness. And even Grihastha life is one of the ashram. Brahmachari, Grihastha, Banapa, Sannyas. It's out of the 4 ashrams. It's not condemned to be a Grihastha, but the test is there. How well are you being Krishna conscious within the family life? Like a lotus leaf. Samajh kya? You have any questions? So these are very important thing for us to practice Krishna consciousness. The basic thing, some people say, oh, I want that Krishna prem, I want to be with Krishna and dress like a gopi. We haven't got to that stage. We are sadhana siddha. We are beginners. We're trying to be Krishna conscious. We have to have rules and regulations. The spontaneity of love of Krishna is not there in us. We have to have duty bound to chant Hare Krishna. Gradually it will. So before gradually comes, we have to follow the process. Sadhana, practices, regular attendance. We haven't got the taste. Taste comes later. Just like you got a job, you're thinking when it's going to finish. You can get out of there end of the day. You don't love the job. For in chanting Hare Krishna is different. Oh, I got to chant Hare Krishna, get my rounds done, so I can do my own thing. No, that is not the way. You have to have the taste. Otherwise you will give up one day completely, because we haven't got the taste. We'll be exposed to Maya. Maya will grab you, because we don't have the taste for Krishna. We're doing superficially. So that comes from knowledge, jnana, study the books, at the same time chanting. I'm chanting so many years, why it's not? Because we're not understanding. We're doing just like a machine. Many things. Okay? You have a question or not? Okay. Maharaj. Okay. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.